First and foremost, this is just a follow-up video from my last video with the fine USB microphone K669. I actually remember that somehow. I promised that I was going to make a video with the comparison of the Rode NT USB microphone. So it's not going to be a very detailed video, but we only come here for one thing: the audio of both of these mics comparison. So before we get to audio, if you're on the fence, this video should actually help you with whatever decision making you're under right now. So the Rode NT USB microphone, I believe this comes in at $179. Off the bat, the good thing is this extra long cord. So if you're in like a setup where you have a bunch of people talking and you need that distance away from the computer, this is good stuff right here. Now the K669 is actually about, what's that, about an arm's length? An arm's length? So that's probably about, I don't know, maybe about 5 feet. Which is good, I mean, if you're playing your game or whatever, but it has a different setup. You won't be necessarily putting this in the middle of your living room so everybody's audio, everybody's conversation could be heard. You'll probably need to extend this or something like that. So the second thing right off the bat is when you're looking at these two microphones, this one has, the K669, it has a volume indicator which actually indicates gain. On the Rode NT USB, there's two knobs. The first knob on top is for the computer to microphone ratio audio, meaning if you're talking, how much do you want to, well, first of all, you have to have your headphones plugged in for that to work through the microphone. So if you're in a game and you have whatever game you're playing and you're talking through this microphone, you have the option to turn down the audio from the computer to your voice. So let's say that how you can't hear, you want to hear yourself monitor your voice, you can actually choose to lower down the volume from the computer, but it's not actually touching the volume gain on the computer. This is all internal. So whatever you do here doesn't actually affect your actual gameplay, which is cool. The second one is just volume for the headphones only through this microphone. It does not affect the audio, the volume from your computer. If you I recommend just maxing this, and then you can adjust it right here on the Rode NT USB. Now you've noticed, or maybe you didn't notice, there is actually no gain knob on this Rode NT USB microphone, which is kind of sad. So you're stuck with a straight constant sound. Hopefully it's constant, I'm not sure, but you can't adjust your gain like how you can adjust your gain on the K669. Now I find that I put it in the last video, but I usually keep mine at half or 3/4, and that's good, about 5 to 6 inches away from my mouth. But with the NT USB, there's no adjusting that. So you literally have to, if you speak too loud to the microphone like this, or if you speak too soft like this, you gotta make adjustments with the distance of the microphone in your mouth, which is kind of sad, but that's how it is. Now we'll see from the audio test to see exactly if that compensates for anything. If the audio is that good that you really wouldn't mind moving it, is it? So we'll actually start off with the NT USB microphone first, because I do know that I already put an audio sample in my last video for the K669. Fine. And before going into the audio sample, this NT USB does come with a pop filter, which is huge if you're trying to put your mouth on the microphone and talk like this. and I'll actually show a sample of how close I can get without the P's and the hissing coming through to the audio. Okay, now we're going to sync the audio with a single clap. So now the audio that you're hearing is straight and strictly from the NT USB microphone. This is how it sounds like in a normal condition. This is about 5 inches away from your mouth. And the audio, it looks pretty clean actually through Adobe Audition, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's more for your ears. What do your ears pick up? Is it clean? Is it bad? Okay, so now with this second test, I'm actually going to put the microphone, I'm basically going to kiss the microphone and see how the audio comes out. So this is the audio coming straight from the Rode NT USB microphone, and I actually just noticed it's not in any way clipping, which is actually pretty good. I don't know if this thing has like a built-in gain set so it will never hit 0. So I'll try to, okay, so it did right there. So if you scream, obviously it's going to clip, but speaking normally, you know, this close in front of a microphone, it's actually, it looks pretty clean. It looks pretty clean. So that is the audio sample for the NT USB microphone. Literally no space away from the microphone to my mouth. And we're going to head on over to the K669. So now this audio is going to come straight from the K669, and I'm going to hit record, and now we are going to synchronize our audio in post. Okay, so this is the audio, the same exact distance, and I have the gain at halfway, and I can already see the audio levels are around the same area. So obviously everything has a situation as how it happened. So I mean, the K669 is very versatile than the actual NT USB microphone. The reason why I say that is because having control of your gain is very huge. Like somebody, I think the Blue Yeti actually has it too, but a lot of microphones have gain control on them itself. Now, for you to control the audio from your NT USB microphone, you will actually have to go in the computer and increase and decrease the output. With this now, I set the output to as high as I can, and then I change the gain how I want right here. So it's really pick or choose with that one, but I'd rather have the control over the gain, because sometimes it depends, and I've run into this a couple times. What if you can't speak as loud as you usually do for whatever reason? Let's say it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you're playing a game. You mean to tell me if you're playing a game, you have to be this close in front of it? And obviously everybody's going to know, oh, he's whispering. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's pick and choose. Now with the Rode NT USB was my first USB microphone, I believe, so I didn't really care. I made the adjustment. But with this, now this is $40 versus the $179. What's your take on that? So the second phase to this K669, I'm going to actually watch my gain real quick and adjust and try to move as close to as possible. Okay, nope, too loud. Alright, this is, nope, too loud. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, this is perfect. Alright, is this perfect? Is this perfect? Okay, this is very perfect. So this is the same distance. I'm literally actually kissing this microphone, and this is how it would sound if you're actually that close to the microphone. This is the audio coming from the K669 versus the NT USB microphone. The biggest difference would actually be, well, see how I just swallowed some spit there, so you might actually hear that, and the P's might be very, very bad because it does not have a pop filter. But I can actually take off the pop filter from the NT USB microphone and put it on here. But that it doesn't come with it, so that's an additional purchase. So you'll probably have to spend, I'm not sure exactly how it costs, it could be the 10 more extra dollars, but in the end, is it actually worth it? This mic only costs $40 versus the $179 for the NT USB microphone. I think it's $179 or $200, but I can double check, and I'll obviously post links for these things in the description. In conclusion, the winner for me is definitely this K669. I'm actually very happy that Fine sent out this microphone, because you know, when you watch YouTube videos, they tell you, oh, this is like a microphone recommendation. They always recommend like the Yetis and the Rode NT USB, but this is a very good starter microphone. And it could be a starter microphone, but it could be a very long time lasting microphone. Now, the only thing that may steer me away from this is I don't like the USB stuff, because I do rather XLR mic inputs, and I like to have full control over these things. I mean, it is extra gear, but everything does have a time and place. This is USB. You can literally hook this up to your phone and do whatever you want with it. You know, it's like, say you have just your laptop, your microphone, and a camera. It could be a GoPro. You can basically have your own setup with that small footprint. Now with XLR, you obviously have to have something that can receive XLR, input and output, and SD cards, and it can get very, very, claustrophobic. But this is the audio coming from the K669, and as always, please like, comment, subscribe. If you don't do any of those three, please comment. If you comment, I get right back to you. And after that, my name is Aaron. Have a good day. Peace.